Hey guys, this is North back again with another video. Today's video, I'm coming to you with a tag video. The first time I've ever been tagged to do a video. Now, I was tagged in this particular video by the brother at Suits and Scents. For some reason, I don't know his first name. I don't know if he says it. I may just mentally skip over it. So I want to say thank you to that brother for first of all, like, watching and commenting on my videos, being a supporter of the channel. I also support your channel, and also tagging me in this. That really was surprising to just hear my name, because he did an edit where he tagged someone, but they had already been tagged, so he didn't say it in the actual video. He just said it in the edit before the video. So I just let you know I do try to support other people's content by listening to it. So this tag video is about 5 fragrances that have to go out of my collection. Now, this one is a difficult one for me to do because I've been on sort of a rampage the last year or so, chopping down my fragrance collection to about 100 fragrances, and I finally got to that goal. But it's sort of like the opposite of buying fragrances, which is like an addiction. But I also enjoy the feel of like selling fragrances, trying to get some of my money back, putting that towards fragrances I feel like I would want to spend a lot more time with or like more. So I tried to come up with 5 fragrances that I still have in my collection that may or may not make it on the chopping block. So let's see what I have. The first fragrance I want to mention is one I probably won't get rid of unless I get permission from my wife, because she actually bought this for me, but it's something that I do not like. So notes to all you wives and girlfriends out there: if your partner's into fragrances, do not just buy fragrances for him on your own unless it's something he specifically says that he wants. And this fragrance is a Gucci Guilty Pour Homme. This is just like a quintessential designer fragrance. That's just what it smells like to me. I'm not going to look up the notes or say the notes on any of these. I'm just going to let you know. So if I could get rid of one, it definitely would be this, even though it doesn't have a high resale value. But I will try to wear it, so I want to get that one out of the way. Next one. This next fragrance is one that I recently picked up. I figured if I bought it and I didn't like it, I might be able to sell it. I'm still on the fence of whether or not I like it. I sprayed it on my hand a little bit earlier because I did wear it last week, and this one's from the House of Chanel. This one is La Pausa. Now, La Pausa is an Irish scent. People talk a lot more about the 28 La Pausa and how much of a noticeable difference there is between the 28 La Pausa Eau de Toilette and La Pausa. Just now starting to come around to Iris. Is still not my favorite note that I like to dominate a fragrance. I do like it in fragrances. So this is one that I actually have up on my eBay to sell, to see if I could go ahead and get rid of it if I'm stuck with it, which I don't think that I'll be for too long. But this is one I believe has to go. Moving on. The next fragrance that has to go is going to be from the house of Pomez Stolen Perfume. This is one that I got from an indie house. I'm just not feeling it. I even just sprayed it now. I mean, I've had it for a few months, so it's been macerating or whatnot in there. I did unfortunately break the cap, so that's going to be kind of hard to make it resellable. But I originally wanted to get it because it was a fragrance that was going to be based on the note of peach, and this one is Lost in Guangzhou. And I just really was not feeling this fragrance. It doesn't last on my skin. You can tell it's made with like extremely high amount of naturals. It's not bad, but it's just not what I was expecting. It also was a blind buy, so you get what you get. So this one I'll have to go. moving on. Next fragrance is from the house of Chanel. This one is a vintage fragrance. The main reason why I'm trying to get rid of it is because I don't think I'll go through the whole 125 ml. I ended up, when I first got it, I ended up just decanting 25 ml out of it because it is a splash bottle. And I didn't plan on selling it at the time, but I do have it up on my eBay. We'll see what happens with it. And this one is Chanel Cristalle Eau de Parfum. This particular fragrance this particular batch either comes from like the late 90s or the early 2000s. Again, it is a splash bottle, but it's a lot. 125 minus 40 is what's left in here. I still haven't too much got into Cristalle. I mean, I've gone through almost a whole bottle of Cristalle Overt, but I just got the Eau de Toilette, and then I have this one. I do like it. It is a cheaper style fragrance with like this melon note. But for me, this is like a little bit too much. And then I do have, if I end up loving it for some reason, I have a couple plugs. Even the other day, one of my plugs hit me up with a one of the newer versions, but not the newest iteration of Eau de Parfum. But this one I definitely want to go. And moving on to the last one. This next fragrance was a love for me. I still do like this fragrance, but I had to try to come up with 5. It's only a 30 ml bottle, so it's not one that one commands that much of a resale value. And then also it's only a 30 ml. It doesn't take up a lot of space, so that's why it doesn't bother me. But if it were to go, I wouldn't be mad because I do have other rose-based fragrances that I would probably reach for more. This one I think might be discontinued, and this is from Towerville, Andy Tower. This is Rose Flash. Now this one is rose and resins. Still, it's a beautiful scent with the rose and the resins. I do like this a lot. But I was thinking about it the other day, especially thinking about fragrances that I could try to get rid of. I could feasibly, I don't know how, but it would be nice to have about like 60, not even 100 fragrances in my collection, but just try to be as minimal as possible. So the last one I'll mention again is Rose Flash by Andy Tower. So there you have it. Those are my 5 fragrances that have to go this year. We'll see what happens with them. Hopefully I can get rid of at least 2 of them, both of them being Chanel's. What are some fragrances in your collection that you want to try to get rid of this year? Let me know how you go about that. Do you use Marquee or something like that? I can't remember. You use the Facebook groups. I've tried that a couple times, but it's a little bit difficult for people to trust you, living all the way here. But I've met a couple of people on there, and I've gotten rid of some good things, especially for people that are willing to take the risks and with whether or not somebody will be trustworthy or not. So just let me know in the comments how you go about that. What are some of the fragrances that you feel like you have to go? Are there fragrances in your collection that you just can't stand, that you really want to get rid of? I don't currently have any of those anymore. I've sold probably twice as many as I own right now. And then right now I also, I scourge around in the souks, see if I can find something that might be discontinued that I might be able to sell. So that's it, guys. Thanks again, the brother Suits and Scents, for tagging me in this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.